Hello everybody. Some games have subtle weapons, while others go for total flashy destruction. So there's a great variety in guns and ammo. But there's one thing that they all have in common: the destruction of their opponent, be it physically or psychologically.
Today's video is brought to you by NordVPN. Use the link in the description and save 70% off a 3-year plan. Switch to NordVPN to protect yourself today.
We've looked in dirty pockets and down loaded barrels to collect the 10 weirdest kinds of ammo used in video games. Let's go! First up, your mum's favorite gun. Rise of the Woolball sounds like a cute game, and it looks like it. It's the cutest adaptation of a hardcore game you can imagine. Master modder MS Paint Rocks has cutified Doom to an unrecognizable level. Instead of the epic Doom Marine, you are now playing as Rebecca the Hedgehog. And your enemies are not demons, but cats that are trying to mine the planet for kitty litter. So what's the strangest ammo, you ask? The one thing cats hate the most: cucumbers. Though nobody knows why cats are so terrified of cucumbers, in the Rise of the Woolball, they explode. So these cats can be forgiven. The Binding of Isaac is an indie classic that combines randomly generated roguelike gameplay with cool action and a very morbid sense of humor, if it's even humor. Underneath, it's a story of grief and depression, loosely based on the biblical story of Isaac, but with an evil mother instead of a father. To drive their point home, Isaac's primary weapon is shooting his own tears, because the story wasn't sad enough already. Later in the game, Isaac upgrades to literally crying blood. We wish we could use our sadness to our benefit like that. Bonus points to Binding of Isaac for the filthiest item in a game ever: meconium. If you don't know what that is, look it up, then delete your browser history. Armed and Dangerous is an underrated shooter gem. It features many pop culture parodies and semi-well-known voice actors. Friggin' Babu Bhatt from Seinfeld is in it, yo! So this game is awesome. Now imagine you're battling it out on land. What's the most unexpected thing that could sneak up on you and bite you in the ass? A shark. Cue the land shark gun. It shoots out a shark that goes underground and swims through the dirt to surprise enemies from below. You can't prepare for that, can you? This idea is so awesome that we've also seen it in Saints Row and in GTA as a mod. Conkers Bad Fur Day is known for its filthy humor. Remember the big singing poop boss? Though this game tries to be very dirty, the weapons are mostly just that, weapons. But what if we told you that there is a better way? A weapon that is better than the others? Maybe even a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Urine. Yes, urine. If you think of it, it's quite ideal. Your weapon is always close at hand. You can eat some asparagus as a stinky buff. The cooldown can be heavy, however, but stay hydrated and you'll be fine. Gears of War is all about the badass beards, brawn, bulging muscles, and big guns. These guys have more testosterone than a bull elephant in heat, but that doesn't mean there's no place for some laughs. One of the best Easter eggs ever is from Gears of War 3. If you keep shooting those innocent chickens, one of them will transform into its ridiculous, giant, fire-breathing final form, and it's totally out to kill you. For ridiculous ammo, they also turn to foul. Check the cluck shot. Best name on this list. It shoots exploding chickens, followed by a trail of feathers. It's glorious. Banjo and Kazooie are one of the most dynamic duos in gaming. A bear with a bird in his backpack, so he can run and jump, but also fly with the help of the cooped-up bird. So what else is this bird good for? Shooting eggs. See, Kazooie is a species of bird called a breegull, and one of the skills Banjo can learn is called the breegull blaster, during which he grabs Kazooie like a rifle and shoots eggs out of her mouth, like Birdo? We don't like to nitpick, but eggs from the mouth? Imagine all your bodily functions, and now imagine them being able to switch between the front and the back. Command & Conquer is a series that seems to be very serious from a superficial level. Military strategy ain't no joke, but then the corniness of the intro cinematics might give you a hint of silly you didn't quite expect. And in Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, it's friggin' Dr. Frankenfurter and Hikaru Sulu that take the lead from the get-go. That's why we weren't so shocked that the Russian faction turns out to have war bears. And the best thing in the world ever? There's a promo starring Nature Boy Ric Flair beating up a war bear. Ric Flair aside, Russians spamming bears dressed in red that tear apart enemy troops. That's just too right. You are a space soldier on a starship. Along the way, you receive a distress signal from a strange planet. A rescue team goes down to investigate and gets infected by some weird eggs they find there. Sounds familiar? Exactly. System Shock 2. So, we've shot eggs, chickens, urine up until now. What's next? A filthy virus-infected glob of biomass and worms intended to infect the environment. Yes, in System Shock 2, alien worms infest your ship, but with the right weapon, called the Viral Proliferator, you can infest them right back. Just scoop up worms with a tin can and put them in your yuck gun. And there you go. You now have a gun that shoots viral worms. That would be a nasty slap in the face, even if you're an infected alien yourself. The town of South Park is seemingly covered in an eternal blanket of snow. So when a comet approaches Earth that contains a force of concentrated evil that no force of good can stand against, Stan, Kyle, Cartman and Kenny go to war with snowballs. Along the way they upgrade from snowballs to even crazier weapons like a cow cannon. But the nastiest weapon of all must be the yellow snowballs. It's a weapon that's as simple as it is effective and as gross as it is funny. Why is this higher on the list than Conkers' PP gun? Extended range. Finally, at the top of the list, a type of ammo that's just too elaborate, hilarious, and gruesome to not top this list, the Cerebral Bore from Turok. And a weaponized Cerebral Bore is not the act of being stuck in traffic for so long you die from boredom. It's a friggin' rocket-propelled drill that homes in on the brains of your enemies to drill a hole into their skull to plant a bomb. And splat! The complexity of this weapon is ridiculous, as it is a rocket, a drill, and an explosive in one. But it's totally worth it. Go look it up. That was a gross list in some parts, but that's how we like it. What gross or gruesome ammo would you like to shoot at your enemies? Let us know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. See you next upload.